Yo ho ho ho, how are you all doing? Good to see you all here. We are back. At least I am. I hope you guys are back as well. Yeah, I've been back on holiday for about a week. So yeah, we missed last week, but let's make that up on today. Let's see, let's start the background music and let's say hello to everyone. Bert Orange, Lorenzo, Boppy, Rebonk. I hope I spelled it right. You made it back. Yes, I made it back. For the couple of people that heard about it, I had some engine trouble with my bike. But we made it back. There's no problem. We're back in one piece and that's the only thing that matters, right? Let's actually switch over to the game. Here we are. And yes, there is a surprise right there. Do you see it? Can you find it? Has anyone found it? Come on. First who finds it gets the big surprise. Anyone in chat find it yet? No, not. Oh, okay, I'm gonna spill the beans. 40! Yes, there we are. Lorenzo, Boppy, MD9, all three at the same time. Yes, level 40. I wasn't really prepared. Libor, hi. I wasn't really prepared, to be honest, on level 40. That's why I have a not that good setup on that 6th ship right now. I wasn't really prepared. The only thing I had was enough gold to get another ship up to 40. I don't even have enough planks to upgrade these ships. So yeah, I wasn't really ready for it. But at last stream I was last stream was I 37 or 38? I don't even know. I knew I went from 38 to 40. I even skipped 39. Well, I didn't skip it, but yeah. Let's see. What else can we say? What happened? What did happen? Well, we had some updates from the game. We're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about our season 5 content that we had. Last live stream was the first day of season 5. Now we're 2 weeks into it, so yeah, let's go look at what happened so far. What else are we gonna look at today? Of course, some of the update stuff in regards of the automatic fishing. If you haven't seen that, that's nice. And no more time, screen time needed to actually complete all of those things. So yeah. What else? What else is there? There's news, reward stuff. Oh, I can't see it because I'm not actually in the season 5 map yet. Bad Orange says update on season 5 is I got sunk a lot. Yeah, well, both ways, right? It goes both ways. It goes both ways. Let's see what else is there we gonna talk about. I don't know. Let's see what we can get up to because today is sort of a trophy day. We're already way ahead in the Legends of Conquest and there's no Lord of the Sea ongoing right now. Oh, we can of course talk about the 2 new heroes that got added to this to the last update. One of them is now available in here. It's the Lion's Heart event, in this case, in the knife bounty, and we can actually go look at that. Recon says my server's almost in S3. Well, I hope you had a lot of fun in S2. I know we had, I think S2 has been the most fun so far. Season 2 has been the most fun experience for me so far. But Season 5 is already shaping up to be a very tough season. So, yeah, at least we have something to do. Do you have Cartel? And if so, what do you think of his performance? Well, I do have Cartel, and I was planning to get because hero training is ongoing and I still have 0 points. I've been busy today. I've been very busy today. Is there anything that... Guys, complete the gang record. Complete your missions, mate. But, yeah, I was planning on getting another piece of him. As you can see, 70 out of 80 pity. And I only have to pay 9 conscious for 10 pulls. And that is because I have finally upgraded the Sea Soul Mirror to level 5. Because that gives a 10% reduction for Echo Conscious at level 3. And Time Conscious at level 5. So yeah, I have a discount right there. And as you can see, this game has been giving us a lot of Astral Essence because I not only have the Sea Soul Mirror maxed at level 5, I have the Hourglass of Time maxed at level 10, which is insane. It's like 12 hours of speed ups. I think I might have someone that I can actually click on right now. Then I also have the Stormhorn at level 10, and that is so I have 3 uses at all time. And this is kind of good for trading days. So yeah, increase 10% sailing speed for 1 minute when you have the after the effect expires. So you have 10% extra sailing speed, and then we have the flagship, ship 2, ship 4, and ship 5 at level 5. Well, we're doing the last one we can to get the extra one, and that is not what we want to be doing. And there he goes. Bat King says, "Hey Bob, welcome back." Hi Bat King, how are you doing? And same to Shadow Knight as well, of course. So yeah, let's talk Cartel. Cartel, however you pronounce his name. Let's go get it. If it's the last one, yeah, it's actually the last one. So this is a guaranteed 80 pity. But I am not gonna be salty about 80 pity because up until this point I have been very lucky. You know, I think the average that I have is like around 30 pity or something. So yeah, that is another rank. And that also means that the Path of the Sea Soul, you can get extra badges. In this case only for Cartel and not for the other heroes, Sarah or something. Let's see if we can get myself... No, I think in my holiday I actually got a legendary from the free one. I think that's the first one in like 250 or 300 days that I did that. So yeah, let's click. Let's get this one as well. There we are, another legendary. Well, I've been lucky. We've been lucky. It's Molly. That's not the best, but... And because of that... No, we cannot claim another one. How far are we? Ooh, we need to do 10 more. 10 more of both. Let's see if we can get lucky. First 10 pulls. No, of course not. We're not that lucky. Not on stream, you know. Yeah, the game just knows when I'm just live streaming that there's no luck when Bob is live streaming. I think the last time I did get lucky was in season 2, like with the first 5 pulls or something. I pulled whatever's the blazing hero. I've been on holiday at Tanaka. I pulled Tanaka on like the first 10 conscious or something. But yeah, other than that, I've not been very lucky. But that means that we can actually go to complete this. There we are. Get a chest, extra Astral Essence. Always good, Still no good available missions in the gang record. No. But yeah, as people as Shadow Knight asked, what's my opinion on him? Let's upgrade him. 37k more power. My opinion on him is that if you can get this up to the level that it needs to be, This 7 of 640 and then 700. And then if it's wounded, another 170 to 200. So that at max it's 900%, which is more than the 750% that Bones is doing. So in theory, Cartel should be doing more damage. Than Bones is. And then we have the Hunter marker on the lowest HP every 6 seconds. HP ship, probably. On the enemy with the lowest HP. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And the mark will last for 3 seconds. So that increases the aggro by 60. And that is similar to... Where is she? Where's that? Luna! There we have her. Luna inflicts the targeted ship. The targeted ship increases the aggro by 28. So, yeah, for the following 4 seconds. And that will only happen once every 10 seconds. Because of it happens when she does this attack. And it's also with the low HP in the target fleet. So, yeah. Cartel is more damage than Bones. More aggro than Luna. So yeah, he is definitely good to get. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Shadow Knight. He is pretty good. He actually is pretty good. Yakuza says, morning citizens. Morning Yakuza, how are you doing, Sensei? How good to see you here. How are you doing? Thanks, Bob. No problem, Shadow Knight. If you have any more questions, just drop them in. There's a lot we need to be talking about right now. Who's the top 1 in your server? In the top 1 in my server is Sir Grumpy a lot, which is 133 million, and South Emma, it's 130. And Arkwolf with 123. So yeah, that's on our server. And if you're looking to see on other servers, that's the 133. Then we have in server 72, there's a 138, a 164, a 46, and a 150. He is currently at ship level 48, people. That is just... Wow, that's insane. It's insane what... yeah, GRJ is very strong, mostly top heavy, you know? There's a lot of very strong people in there. But it's like the top 20 there, those are very strong. The rest is... And really, I've seen setups of shit that I think they never actually got any competition so far, because the setups of the ships of the smaller guys, it's so weird. Yeah, no defense on the flagship, and then putting someone on there that has nothing to do there. So I was like, okay, these are very easy kills at some point. So yeah. You are Sensei, I'm just here to gather knowledge. Well, if you want to gather knowledge, let's see if I can actually do that. I don't know if anyone has already joined the SOC Knowledge Hub, but I've recently, I'm becoming the owner of that actually. So we'll probably see if we can reorganize that a little bit, but and we need to add a lot of information because it's really incomplete at the moment, but I've been on holiday, I've been busy. So yeah, that's the Discord link to join the Knowledge Hub. That's a Discord server where we gather a lot of information, a lot of screenshots. We help each other out on builds and all sorts of things. So yeah, if you want to know about that, you can certainly join that server. How many servers are in S5? 8, Robongs. 8 servers are in S5. So yourself and 7 others. How strong level plus power is... Eek? I don't know what you're... Oh! Was that my reaction to one of the guys that was high level? Sorry. Someone is hard to teach, stubbornness. Yeah. It's hard to teach people when you have language barriers, when they're not online a lot. There's a lot of just farming people. Did you build any good versions of the new ship? Well, I have one legendary version of it so far. There it is, but as I said, I don't have enough planks. I don't even have enough planks to get these ships up, so... Yeah, that's why I said I was well underprepared for a 6th ship. But I like the fact that it has... receives 10% less damage of all types, you know, that's a good one, and inflicted less damage over time. This is also a good one, but I dislike the ultimate on this. Every 12 hits it triggers a healing effect, restoring 4% of lost HP, which is like 400,000 HP if you're almost at 0. You know, if you've lost almost 10 million HP, then this is... It's so marginal. So yeah, I dislike that. It would be good to pair this with a lot of aggro, because you get hit more often. But because you get hit more often, you also die earlier. So... It's a difficult one. I tried to go further than that. I'm still trying to get a legendary Warhammer if I have any blueprints left, because he's 70%. But also already up to 40% on the Scepter. Yeah, I've not been lucky. I've been hoping to get one of these two. More likely this one, because this is only when has a shield. So you need to put a hero on there that actually does a shield for it to do anything. And that shield is not always there, so it's not always active. You know, I don't like stuff that's not always there. Yeah, and increases the ship's aggro for every 8 seconds of battle. Increases the armor, and the effect can stack up to 12 times. So yeah, you can. What? It's early in the stream, and we're putting a calculator out. It's like 12 times 19. You know, that's 192. Aggro that you can get, and 8 times 12 is 96% armor increase. You know, that is a lot. I don't know how what's the stat on the flagship, for example, on armor? 233. So yeah, that's like another almost another 100% on there, so that makes 300. So yeah, that's like 20% actual reduction, right? Let's see. What kind of heroes and trinkets would you do on it, on the Scepter? Yeah, that heavily depends on what ultimate you have, Bad King. As I said, the ultimate with going back there, repair damage. If you have this ultimate, I don't really know. More healing on there, and you need good defense on there. So a lot of aggro, a lot of armor. So yeah, an Armstrong or a Magnus or a Cordelia or any of those would do that. If you go into taunting and mockery, you need when has a shield, so we want to do more shields. So I don't think pulling Ahab off of the flagship is very wise, but that would help. I'd need testing, but that would help. Certainly want to have a rage restoration, because, you know, I want to have the shield active more often. So yeah, that's like, this is the Obi trinket, right? The Obi trinket would be good. That gives a shield. You know, those sorts of things, and make it trigger as often as possible, because you need to have this almost active all of the time. And then, of course, this one is just all of the aggro, all of the armor. I don't know what I would put on there. At least defense, of course, but I'm not gonna be pulling off everything off my flagship. You could make the flagship more offensive, of course, because, you know, you could... There's more cutthroat and more strategy officers right now, so... Yeah, the Obi Trinket would really help, if you can trigger that. Let's look at the fact where it triggers off. When does it trigger? Obi Trinket, wrong one. First mate deals basic attack damage, 30% probability. Oh, so you need to do more basic attack damages for it to proc more often, and it will do it. For the following 3 seconds. And at most can stack. Yeah. So would this with Sharky? Would this paired with Sharky and maybe another artillery? What's the other one? This Trinket, when it launches a basic attack, and it has vulnerability. Oh, you need to have a vulnerability. Launch another basic attack. So yeah, I think this on Sharky on that ship would be very good, because then the shield might be active all of the time. If you can do that, if you can actually generate more than one basic attack every second, that would mathematically mean that you have a shield active all of the time, right? So yeah. What's the highest power of player you have seen in S2? Just asking to see how good our whales are. Well, Season 2 has been a while for me. I don't remember them from the top of my head. I know that I get asked to watch the leaderboard of my server or my opponents quite often. So there should be a record of what happened for us. But keep in mind, the game was significantly different when I was playing Season 2. I did not have, for example, the season specialization that you guys now have. This is also another system that your current Season 2 probably has. You know, this is kind of like a Tetris system where you need to fill out these blocks, which is awful. But, you know, it's something different. It's something different. It's not copy-paste, for example. So, yeah, Libor, I don't really remember. There should be a record in old VODs on live streams somewhere. I know I was 16 million going into Season 2 and 32 million when I left. When I got into Season 3, I think, sort of. I've been on a 16 million jump for the first 3 seasons. So every season I got like 16 million. Mark Murad, thanks for the sub, mate. Yeah, so yeah, I've been on that trajectory quite a while, but then I got the extra ship and I'm now at 84. So yeah, I'm now well above the 16 million per season. But let's actually go to the season. You know, I've been talking about it quite a lot, and I want to show you guys something that you might not have noticed. Yeah, the auto fishing is also a very good one. Apri, definitely. Yakuza Obi Trinket would help with artillery heroes, maybe Wanda also. Does Wanda give extra extra basic attacks? I don't think she does. I think, yeah, it's mostly artillery heroes. Thank you for your answer. No problem, Libor. If that is the way to pronounce your name, at least. Bad King says no shields have repair damage on it. Oh, that's the name of the thing, right? Yeah, repair damage. Yeah, would stacking on healing help? You know, a Lulu? A healing trinket, maybe? I don't know. As you can see, mine is level 1. I haven't tested any of it yet. And I'm a little broke. My gold reserves are a little down right now. Yeah, because of the extra ship that happened like a day or two ago. Enter the breach. Let's get back to season 5. Yeah, because there's a lot of fighting ongoing. When I'm not there, when I'm actually not on the server, not on in the game, I don't tend to be auto trading in the server because yeah, that's giving free trophies. And with the new renown system, trophies give you a lot of points for the renown system. There we are again, and there's a lot of extra red dots. Whatever's happening right there. Oh yeah, that's also something I want to do. This is what I was talking about. Season sign in. Have you guys seen this? Claim 4 extra. And then you can get 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 badges for Sarah. This is 3 full ranks. And then Sarah's also, of course, in the saga, where you can get a full rank of her. Which means you get 4 full ranks for free just for participating in the season. 4 ranks of a pretty good officer. That is really good to see. Hello, a name that I can't pronounce. I know it, but what did we decide to call you? Cat with a hat or something was right. Good to see you back, man. Good to see you back. Let's see. What else is there? Yeah, as I said, these rewards. No. Are these rewards? Help me out. A couple of people are in earlier seasons. Is this in every season? And if so, what hero is in this? Is it the same hero as the saga hero? Let me know, because I'm very, very curious right now. Also, stargazing. No, the starlight gravel, which means every season you get to upgrade a trinket for free, which wasn't available up until now. In season 3, yes, Wanda. And Wanda was also the one in the thing, right? Yeah, Wanda was also the one in the saga. So yeah, also 4 ranks of Wanda. Nice. I wish I would have had that. Because yeah, what's my Wanda right now? My Wanda is only 3 ranks. So yeah, and one of them. Do you use the Starlight Gravel, Bob? Yes, I would use it if I have it, and I advise to use it specifically on Eagle Shields. Nothing else, because as for it is Chizuru, which is the same as the saga. So again, 4 free ranks of Chizuru as well. I wish I would have had that last season, because I invested heavily on Chizuru to get her to rank 6. Yeah, so 3 extra ranks would have saved me a lot of conscious on that, and I could have saved more on Obi, which were only rank 2. I missed the streams, damn. Well, it's good that you have back now. Why are you not using the golden rudder? Well, I am not using the golden rudder for the specific reason that the golden rudder, where it is, there is it. Every 10 seconds in the battle, it will do the aggro and the damage reduction for the following 3 seconds. So this bottom part is only active for 30% of the time. And an Eagle Shield gives you 40 aggro all of the time. every time. No matter when in battle it is, it will give you 40 aggro all of the time. I know 60 aggro is better, but yeah, at this 60 aggro 30% of the time is still not better than 40 aggro all of the time, you know? Going to max, it's 88, and then if we go to that, it's 120. So yeah, the difference, it's not that significant that it's... For me, it's good enough to have it there for 30% of the time. But that's my opinion, and that's why I love Eagle Shields over Golden Rudders, specifically. So that's why I'm losing 3 Eagle Shields. Well, 2 of those are already upgraded to the max one. Or not to the max, but at least to a gold one. And look, this is already up to max. So that's 88 aggro all of the time. And this is 64 aggro all of the time, because it's already 3 stars. So yeah, so this one would also be a good one to actually upgrade when I have my season done. Let's see what happened. Oh, because we pulled all of those conches, we now also completed all of this. We're already 86th on this board with 500,000 points. I was lucky with the Wanda. Well, that is very good. Congratulations on that. Wanda and Oni on 6 stars. Ooh, that is nice. Oni, definitely Onimusha in that case. That's of course the short name of him. Yeah, he definitely needs to be 6 stars, because this one, placing the cursed marker on the target will mean that Bones does so much more damage, you know, the 250%. But also, now in Season 5, Cartel has now, if it's wounded, so with the wounded marker, that's more often, and that's earlier in the fight as well, it does the 170% as well, up to 200. So that's like 450% more damage from Cartel and Bones, because Oni can put a cursed marker on him. So yeah, that's definitely good to know. How is Shizuru performing for your gunner precision, Bob? Well, that's another discussion. She's not. And it's not only because she's not performing, but just artillery in general is just underperforming. Who's better? Kui, Shizuru, or Raccoon? Or the Raccoon for the gunner artillery. I don't have the Raccoon. What's his name? Ricky, Rocky, something, right? So yeah, I don't have him. So I don't know from the top of my head, but yeah. So let's go look at the 2 new heroes that were added this week. I think let's first make sure we're not AFK anymore. Let's get to a port. We'll start exploring a little bit. Yeah, we can use a horn, no problem. And then actually, oh, I can upgrade her as well. I usually wait for that, but you know, 125, that's a lot, right? That's the extra skill as well. So our next active skill will deal 1.2% more damage, which doesn't sound much. Oh, but it can stack up to 20 times, so that's 24%. Well, that's at least something, you know, that's something. But yeah, then we have Sarah, which is massive to get to rank 6, because, you know, ships, raids, restoration, rate. This is massive. Every healthy ship, which means every ship on the opponent's side that has more than 50% health, and there's no limit, so it can be against 6 ships as well. So 6, there we are again, calculator. 6 times 4 is of course 24, but that can go up to 6 times 8, 48%. I know I can calculate from the top of my head, but I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, that's like 50% more rage restoration when you get her actually up to rank 12 something. So yeah, Tanaka Season 2 in Season Sign-In. Then it's confirmed. Then all of the sagas are similar to whatever the current... no, the Season Sign-In bonus are similar to the sagas. So yeah, thanks for confirming that, guys. I didn't know that for sure yet, before we started the stream. Now we do. Yeah, how is Chizuru performing? She's not better than Sharky. I would almost say that she needs Sharky. So that's why I put her in a gunner position, because I liked her more than Queen Lanting. But now I put Queen Lanting somewhere else. You love all the new events. Yes, and the rewards are pretty good as well. So yeah, that's good. Funny thing is, Bob, my artillery is my second highest damage, right behind Cutthroat. Shadow Knight. What are you doing? How are you doing that? Because I want to know. I just can't seem to actually get that. Let's get some of these instants, right? I am not getting the same results as you are. The problem I have with Chizuru is her taking too long to use her skill. A lot of the times the ship dies before she uses her skill. Are you fighting that much below your current level then? That the battles are done so much? Are so quick? Shadow Knight? I can show you. Might be nicer to do it to the 32 that actually has an extra ship, right? There we are. Let's get the report. Let's get that report. Stats. Look, 2 million. Oh, that's like... Yeah, 20 million damage from the Cutthroat, 12 million from the strategy, and then 4 million and 4 million from both of those. And only 2 million from the extra ship, which is, as I said, I was underprepared. I wasn't prepared for an extra ship. So, yeah, I have plans for it, but it's gonna take entire season to actually get there. Because of my ship build with heavy artillery and... BPO Bart, I don't know what you're... I guess that... Seriously! Stream snipers! We have stream snipers again. Already. Bombard, yeah, that's what I would... But Woods, let's just keep it nice, right? Let's keep it nice. Your name was on screen. Now let's... Let me just live stream my little bit. I'm not attacking you guys. I'm not doing anything. Let me just play my game right now. How's the season? Lol, not hearing good things. Well, it's a tough season. As I said, we have a leaderboard with gang. Which is a very tough season, as I said. The highest players are 48, 48, 47. You know, that's the thing. Lame, that guy looking for attention. Yeah, you know, all of those people are looking for it. I'm used to it right now. So yeah, we have a couple of very heavy hitters, which is 48, 45 bat salt. And another 45, so you know that's a little top heavy. They are doing most of the lifting, as you can see. The guy who was just attacking me, he's not even in the top 20. Or did I just miss him? I don't know. Here, look, another 40, level 47. In this case, I know why I'm not triggering things, because the battle's over so fast. You know, I don't have any use. I can't do anything. Those battles are done way too quickly. Titus looks amazing. Love the graphic design for both two new heroes. Yes, I 100% agree. I love the graphic design on not only on those two new heroes that were added this week, but I also love the graphic design of the two Season 5 heroes. I really, really do love that as well. Nick Heel says, hi mate, how are you doing? Good to see you here. Let's get some of these incidents done. There we go. Oh, we're talking about the artillery ship with Bombard. Yeah, let's go look. Let's go look. Bombard is when the ship deals artillery damage. There's a 30% probability that it will deal another artillery damage. What does mine have? What does mine have? Let's see. Yeah, I have the New Age ammunition. And I was specifically focusing on basic attacks. You know, every 8 artillery damage, 1 more basic attack will be launched. And then because of the heavy artillery, I'm doing a lot of basic attacks in general. This splashing damage could have been replaced, but yeah, I've been building a lot. So yeah, that's not really what I'm looking for. You know, all of my ships finally have stealthy maneuvers. You know, decreased aggro, decreased aggro, decreased aggro. And decreased aggro. I love it. I love it. I wasn't able to get my flagship aggro higher, so I just decreased all of the other ones. But now I have an extra ship in there that, because it's a Fearless Princess, you can't hone any of these skills. It's not gonna have decreased ammo. Scepter doesn't support decreased aggro. So yeah, then it's the question, what are you gonna do, you know? Still have 2 ships that I can scrap later on. If my artillery ship does 50 million damage, 7 million is from the ship, from Bombard and heavy artillery. Yeah. Most of the time, if you have a good ship setup, the damage is actually coming from the ship. Oh, I can prove that I never miss on stream again, you know? I can definitely prove that I never miss on stream. There's no video evidence of me ever missing one of these, right? There's no evidence whatsoever. Don't go look back into VODs. Please. Please don't. There we are. 3rd. Which is better, red, yellow, or green in the season specialization? That depends on what season you are in, Apri. The season 5 ones are a little different because they... there's no switching in between those anymore. I personally would say that both green and red are pretty good. There's no one you need to focus on. I would mostly choose to focus on 2. And then because of... Where's it? Come on, back. Let's get to the next one. It depends on what you're lacking. Yes, Shadow Knight. I agree most of the time. But keep in mind that the yellows... yeah, I can't show you anymore because mine are different right now. If I go to the yellows, I am plus taking on water damage, plus strategic damage, but it could also be... It could also be plus burning damage and plus cutthroat reduction. So the orange ones can also be defensive. Yeah, you are correct. I am closer to 1 million subs than Mr. Beast is. Yes, yeah, you are completely correct. And if you haven't done so already, please leave us up. I'm not counting on ever getting to the 1 million, but yeah. I do stream every Friday. I wasn't here last week, but normally I stream here every Friday. 2 p.m. UTC, or no, 1 p.m. UTC, like 50 minutes ago. Whatever that is for your time zone. I'm probably here every Friday around that time for like 3 hours. So we have 2 more hours to go. If you haven't done so, I would appreciate if you left us up. Or if you're on the Twitch, left a follow, of course. I do appreciate that. Let's get to these. Get to these. Merchant, another merchant. Always go for stargazing. I'm not expecting any more building growth. On what server is he? Oh, ours. So it's probably a transfer. So I'm not actually gonna attack that. Is that beast level 100? I don't know what you're talking about. The one that just attacked me? I don't know. What do you think of the Sky Island feature, Bob? Is it sure takes its time to get to later servers? Yeah. I haven't seen any of it. There's no players that are content creators in the first 24 servers. I don't know. Sea monsters, yes. That is that's a season 4 monster. From season 4 onwards, you get the 3-headed monster, which is pretty cool because all of the 3 heads do different attacks. One does blazing, one does drowning, and one does some sort of an electric one. So, and you actually get stacks of blazing and drowning on your ship as well. So yeah, they actually do blazing and drowning attacks, those sea monsters. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They are pretty cool. And they were added in season 4. Yeah, but we are now at sea monsters level 110 or 112. I don't know. What do we have here? Yeah, we have 110s. So yeah. 110, I think that's the highest one. Yeah, you can see 3-headed, some sort of 3-headed monster. I'm not even gonna pronounce that name, but yeah, that's because season 4 is kind of a Japanese themed. The monsters are also that. If I want to spend money on a game, not a lot, what you would recommend to spend money on? For your information, I'm closer to end of season 2. If you're planning to be playing a longer time, Nikhil, I would recommend going for the 3rd shipbuilder. If you haven't done so already, you know. This shipbuilder study, 31. I have 31, 31 and a 32. Because that makes it so you get a 3rd slot in there. So that makes it that every 24 hours you get an extra 24 hours, right? So if you're planning to playing a couple of months in the future, that is definitely one of the good things to have. Then again, what is a very good one to have? I personally really enjoy my my subscriptions in. I'm misclicking on everything. The subscriptions on this, the gold blessing, the jade blessing. This is just for the auto combat feature, which I use a lot, almost daily. But if you don't need this one. But I would say that you might just, if you want to play for a longer time, and I know this is just a 30 days thing, but this one is a pretty good thing to have because it gets the number up to 200. And you can also unlock the auto trade, which means that after the 200, it does another 200. So, you know, you can do a pretty short trade route that has good rewards on them, and then just do 400 trades in a row. And it just lets you AFK for like 7 minutes in between those. And that's pretty good. Knives is like the old Heim Conscious. No, knives are better than the Heim Conscious. In my opinion. Oh, in Sky Island. Yeah, I have no idea what you were. How it's looking. I know it's been postponed. That's the only thing I know. I have no idea when it's actually coming. And I don't think it has a place in the system. That auto trading does not seem to work properly anymore. Bobby, why would you say that? What is the problem? What are you facing? What are you doing? Maybe we can replicate it and we can report it, you know? You can make an actual clip of the YouTube and then just send it to them. Say like, look at this. There was something wrong. Please fix this. It doesn't start automatically anymore. Oh. Are you sure that your subscription didn't just not renew? Because that happened for me today specifically. I haven't renewed it yet, but someone wrote it as a suggestion. Yeah, but a suggestion is not a bug report, you know. Let's get all of these ones. But does anyone else have any suggestions for Nikhil that wants to spend a little money on the game? But what did you think that made the most progress to you, for you? What's the thing that made the most progress for you? Khan, hi Khan, how are you doing? Sorry, how are you doing? Heims are easier to get. Yes, Heims are actually easier to get right now, and but the knives are also easier to get. You know, the knives were only in hero exchange tokens prior, which I already completely bought out. Heroes, invest in heroes. Yeah, but I agree. I 100% agree, Sweets. But what hero? You know? Wait till the end of season, then the most value for progress buys are often. Oh, that's a good tip. That's a very good tip. The end of season are usually there are things, yeah. The princess ship, yes. The Warhammer, not so much because you can actually build that one. But the princess ship, definitely. If you're a free-to-play player and you're struggling on still using blue ships or something and you have strategic heroes, yeah, definitely. I know that's a higher spend, but would we say Magnus? Do you guys agree? That's for big spenders. The princess ship. The princess ship itself is not for big spenders. I've bought that in season 1. But yeah. Yes, one Warhammer is crazy good. Okay, well. That's good. Yeah, Magnus is great, yeah. But as I said, that's a little higher spend level. Because you need to get up to VIP, the high VIP level, before you can actually do that, right? You need to get up to VIP 7 to actually start getting there. But, you know, so that's a little far away, maybe. But, yeah, small spending, definitely constructions, definitely some heroes. Seasonal heroes, getting an extra seasonal hero, usually up to rank 6, is pretty good, pretty significant in that. Even I had issues with auto trading. I see 0 gold, 0 relations. I don't know what it's called. If I start a trade, ship will go to port and exit. Had to restart multiple times for a few hours. Nikhil, oh yeah. I have had the same thing. Happened to me yesterday, I think it was, where I needed to start the trade again and again, and and then I wasn't trading, and then it sort of sent me on an auto trade time and time again. The Gang's Racket, of course, if you're low spending, the Gang's Racket, the premium version of the rewards, the Gang's Racket are good as well. The 10 direct badges that you can choose, what hero you can get, those are pretty significant. Yes, I agree. But don't forget this one. Where is it? There's usually sort of battle pass, a seasonal battle pass version right here, right? And these are pretty good as well. You know, if I go there, you can see 20 I'm conscious, 40 normals, ship blueprints, ship parts. For me, there are 35 ship parts, extra hammers. You know, these are pretty good. This, not specifically this one, but yeah, this one is pretty good to get. The seasonal one, so that's once a season. So yeah, if you're doing that, the weekly deals, the weekly deals are less good, I think. Or the weekly deals, those weekly deals. Yeah, if you're small spending, if you're actually really small spending, doing 3 of these every week will give you 1 for the purchase. And then 3 for these 3 extra points, which give you 6 extra conscious for $3. Or we'll switch it over for 360 in euros. So these are, if you're doing really low spending, yeah, 3 of these every week will give you 6 extra conscious, which if you do that on a seasonal basis, it would be like 15 to $20, right? And could give you like 30 to 40 conscious. So yeah. Steve, welcome back. Bob, welcome back to you as well. Steve, how are you doing? Good to see you here as well. Thanks for joining in again. And we're just exploring a little bit more of our season 5 map, because yeah, the gates opened up last Monday, so we can now explore almost the entirety of the map. There's like 2 more zones that I totally don't understand why these zones are not open and others are, but you know, that's fun plus logic. We're not going to be discussing fun plus logic, because that's logic we're not going to understand anyway, you know. So those 4 corners, that's where you start, right? And then it waits a week and a half, 10 days, right? And then all of this opens up, you know? All of this, where you see the blue ships, all of it opens up. But not this one, and not this one. So there's a level 6 port right here. There's multiple level 6 ports right here. But not these. These don't. It's insane. It's fun plus logic, you know. It's I would say put level 5 ports in these, and then just open the ring first, and then put level 6 ports in there, so that a couple of days later you get to there, right? That's what mean more logical to me. And then still everyone would be able to travel around. They just have to do it in a ring and not a direct line, which you still can't do because the middle is not open up, right? So yeah, you get a lot of rewards for the season login. Yes, we've been talking about that. That's this update so far. If you haven't done so yet, go to season, to the S5 or whatever season you're in. Go to the season login and claim all of these. I think this one is the day that the update was. So everything before that, if you weren't there, they just presumed that you were. And everything after that, you have to actually be here. And it's not in the... if you go to Season 1, it's not there. So you have to be in your current season to click that button to get the reward. You know, so make sure that you are there and make sure that you claim those rewards. Because 3 full ranks of a hero, amazing rewards. Do I get that again in Season 3? You mean the season rewards thing? Yes. As far as we have considered, as far as we have seen, you would get 3 ranks of Wanda, and the 4th in Saga. So yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's fun plus drunk. Yeah. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall in the meeting where they decided this, because it's just insane. It's just weird. It's so weird. These open up, but these don't. And those are actually the exact same. And then the middle starts open up again, so that's also level 6. So why would your territory go to this or to this if you can also go to there? Because there's only 2 gates, I know, but... So you then have to go from here to there, instead of from here to there. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. We're up against iOS on 162 on TOC. So it's gonna be a tough sled. Yeah. I don't specifically know the gang or server you're talking about, but if you say you're gonna have a tough fight, yeah, I get that. I get that. There's a lot of very strong gangs, and you know, people usually transfer to the winning gangs. So after a season, after 2 or 3 season wins, you know, most of the people that transfer to those parts are getting only stronger. You know, if you win, that's a Dutch song. If you win, you have friends, right, or something. I don't know. I think it's a Dutch only song. As long as you win, you have friends, or something. That's the lyrics of a song, literally translated. So, 431, and then Nikhil is Reebok is in 417. So those are a little bit of the newer servers. Again, let's get some barrels. What's the hero you have in the throwing knives? I'll show you just in a second after I caught all 4 of these, of course. And as you can see, I'm up to the 9 combo already. You know, what I would wish for FunPlus to do is make a leaderboard of how high of a combo you've gotten in barrels. And then actually make it so that when I log off, it remembers the combo, you know? So then there would be a leaderboard there. That's just for how do you call it? Shits and giggles. This is just a solo leaderboard. Why would you have most wanted? It's 80k. Yeah, well, great. Bounty hunters. Well, that's also that's useful. Elite garrison kills. I don't know, for participation in sieges, yes, of course. But the most wanted one is just completely useless, I think. Total power, and then you have fleet power. Yeah, do you really need that? But yeah, I would want then to have an extra leaderboard in here that has highest highest combo in barrels. That would actually be fun, I think. You know, then there's something else to compete against. And something else to lose, you know, because if you're on a high combo and you're getting on the leaderboard, and then you actually have something to lose, you know. And there's only a limited amount of those, so yeah, I think that would be a very cool one. What do you think of the Renown? I haven't played a full season with it right now. We're just 2 weeks into the season. No. We're still 2 weeks into the season. Yeah, it's been tough. This week we've been getting a little smashed, but last week we won. First week, look at this. It's on almost 1 million points. There's 400 difference. It's insane, and they did that on the last hour or something. I have no idea. But yeah, that's like 400 points difference. So then we got 260 on them, and now they have like 800,000 on us. So we still need something to do. And then you have the port declarations, which haven't opened up for me, so I can't really talk about that at this point. So yeah, I like these. In the renown system, I like these. The trophies chest, the trade chest, and the gang seal chest. Because this is 9 conches that you're getting. In every single one of these chests that you weren't getting prior, right? That's 9 chests that you're getting that you weren't getting before. So that's 27 conches each week that you were getting, let's say 5 or 6 weeks in a season. So yeah, that's like 150 extra conches that you're getting. So yeah, that is a positive. The renowned system itself, I still need to find my way around. It's very heavy on trophies, let's say that. But then I'm not against that. But I still find it weird that you don't have to own the level 7 port to win the season anymore. You know, that's just very weird. But then we have the badges, which 50 badges for a hero. This is a full hero unlock, of course, we know that, 50 badges. But then there's 35, 25, and 15. And prior to this, we had a chest where you can pick or choose a hero or a trinket, right? And that's a downgrade instead of an upgrade. So yeah, but as I said, you get 150 extra Geheim conches a season. So yeah, that is also a guaranteed legendary hero, but you can't choose that one. So it's a plus, it's a minus. You can be top 2, 3 and have 0 ports. It's not fun at all. This is not fun at all. Yeah, I think people are exploiting the system a little bit. I've seen a gang that one player had like 1 billion trophies within a season, which is completely and utterly insane. And they got 2nd place without any ports, just by that one guy farming 1 billion trophies. Can you get renown attacking your own server mates? Yes, you can. It's just trophies. Wherever you're getting them, it's still trophies. It doesn't discriminate where you get those trophies, because renown system is also season 1. It's not that they changed to the renown system in a specific season. Every season has renown now. So if you're starting the game right now, on day 1 you have the renown system in season 1. So yeah, doesn't matter where you are. Thank God for this new system. Other gangs are not letting us having a level 3 port, and we are 3rd in power rank rating. Yeah. Some people dislike the fact that you don't need that anymore, but yeah, and other people hate it. You know, it's you know, as a game developer, right? If everyone's complaining, you did something good, because nobody is happy with it. If everyone's complaining a little bit, you did a good thing, right? If all sides of the spectrum are complaining, then you did a good decision. I read the announcement in the SOC Discord at date 18/8, free transfer. That's if they made an announcement. Where are you seeing that specifically? You mean in the C merger announcement? That is specifically for the servers mentioned on the top of that list. I'll scroll over to the next. You know, servers 7, 11, and 12 are going to server 2. And then 9 and 13 are going to 4, 15 and 22 are going to 19. So these will be merged. And if you don't want to be included in that merge, then there is for players in the to be merged Cs who do not want to enter the target Cs, we will provide a discounted C trophy And this sea area transfer is free. So yes, there is from the 18th to 25th for people on the left side of these servers, or those have a free transfer to any server that they're currently in a season with. So yeah, it is true, but not for most people. It's only for the first 24. But if this server merge is going correctly, I presume that there are gonna be more. There are certainly gonna be more seasons that are actually going to be get merged, right? So let's see. Yeah. What else? What else is there to talk about? Are you guys interested in what happened to my bike on holiday? Do you guys want to know? I know it's not game it's not game related, but you know. I'm just gonna talk about it a little bit. Last year in 2023, my bike broke. My bike broke down. It's my. Can I show you guys? Can't minimize the screen. Do I have the picture of my bikes? Anywhere. Let me have a quick look. There they are. On the right side, it's the old one. On the left side, it's the new one. And we call the right side Grandpa, because it's actually the same bike. You know, it's a Honda CBR, and the left one's also a Honda CBR. So yeah. No, I didn't crash. It was just getting old. And all of the rubber in all of the seals was just getting a little bit evaporated from stuff that they put in gas nowadays, apparently. You know, they put so much stuff in gas that I didn't put in 25 years ago. Because this bike was more than 30 years old. Or was 30 years old. I think it's from 94, so it was 29 years old. So yeah, at that point, it cost more to revive. And yes, I actually... It fell over once. That's why there's a scratch right there. You might be able to see it, you know. I fell over once. I was like driving like 5 miles an hour on a corner, and it was slippery, and I just fell over or something. I hurt my hand because I put my hand down, but that's a couple of years ago, so that didn't have anything to do with it. But yeah, so I bought the new bike, which I was very excited about. We went on a holiday last year, no problems, and then I got back, and at some point it was 30 degrees Celsius here in the Netherlands. I went out for a ride with a buddy of mine, and my check engine light came on, and I was like, why is my check engine light coming on? So I immediately stopped, called the dealer, said if it's not feeling any different, you can drive home, no problem, and take it to us as soon as you can. So yeah, I did that, I called it a day, and then went home. And I got there, and the computer just said, what was the actual message? It was something, it said something about random ignition or something, random ignition failure or something like that. So it was like, yeah, random. Yeah, great, random. So then they changed some stuff. I don't know the English terms of some stuff that they changed on the bikes. I'm not technical at all, so I'm already glad that I know the Dutch versions of it, but I don't know the English ones. So they changed around some stuff, and they said, well, it should be fixed now. And then again, it was fixed, and I've had a great time. And then I've had crashes on. I had trips away on it. I had the trips away on it, and no problem. I had 0 problems up until the next day that I was driving for 200 kilometers on a day, and it was 30 degrees again, or 20, 28 or something. And the check engine light came on again. So I was like, okay, and it was on Sunday, so I couldn't call the dealer. So I was like, okay, that can happen, you know. Last time there was no problem. I'll just go back to them. I'll just end off the day because I was like an hour and a half away from home. So I was like, okay, let's just end the day and just drive home slowly, and we'll see what happens during that time. So at that point, while I was like 2 minutes from my home, it went in a safe mode. And the safe mode for the bike means that you only can get up to 4,000 RPM, right? And when the red is at 13,000 RPM, 4,000 RPM is just it's not much. You know, that's like that's the minimum amount that you have to have after your gear shift, because otherwise it would start to stutter. So yeah, 4K wasn't that much. So at that point, I was like, okay, let's bring it back. I was mad at the dealer. I'm not even gonna drive it back to you. You guys can come pick it up. I'm not bothered with it. You can come pick it up. And they said, yeah, we'll do that. And then they didn't find anything. I told them it only happens on hot days. So I was like, which CBR was it? The left one, the CBR 650R. 2023 version. And so yeah, so that they took it in, they had it for a week, they tried to heat it up outside, inside, but there was no hot day anymore. It was end of October at some point. So they said, well, we did everything we could, it shouldn't be there anymore. There was no message, there was no error, there was no nothing. So yeah, I was like, okay, well, then there's no hot days anymore, so I can't test it. And at that point, I usually use my bike all around the year, you know, also in the winter time. But at some point, we went to England and we had 0 problems. 2,000 kilometers in England, no problems. Because it wasn't 25 degrees, you know? And I drove 400 kilometers to Germany, which I was in the Eifel mountainous area around at the height of Luxembourg, but then a little bit to the right. We were in Cochem. I don't know if any of you know that, near Trier, near the Nürburgring. Very mountainous area, a lot of hairpin corners. So yeah, we drove there. Had a camping site, and when I got, why is the name weird? Okay, but we got there, no problem. Set up a tent. First day, we were out. Check engine light came on again. So yeah, but this time I was 400 kilometers from home. So yeah, that was on a Monday. The dealership's closed on Monday, so I couldn't really yell at them, calling them, yelling at them. So I waited until Tuesday. We drove home, which sort of messed up the day that we had. Went home, went back to the campsite, did other stuff in the city where we're in. Yeah, but no real problems, you know. Didn't get into safe mode. Just the engine light was on. And I also was, how's it called? I have an action. I bought an action cam prior to the holiday. My girlfriend got that for her birthday. And we bought that action cam, and I was wearing it on my helmet, on my chin, on the chin of my helmet. So I was filming some stuff, and then I turned it off when we went into some sort of a town. And then I wanted to turn it back on again once we left the town, and I didn't notice the exact moment that the light turned on, but I was hoping that I filmed it, right? And of course, the engine light specifically came on between the parts that I was recording. So I was like, dang it. Next day, phoned the dealer. You're there, I'm here, I can't do anything for you. Find a German dealer where you can give it. So I was like, okay, that's 40 kilometers away. let's see if we can make that. So yeah, drove all the way to the dealership. And my German isn't that good technically, you know. Yeah, sort of a point of view. But then from my chin piece, so a little lower than my point of view. But yeah, mostly. So yeah, went there, no message. Connected it to the computer, no message. And then was like, oh, what? How? Why is there no message? Why is there nothing that happens? So then he reset it, turned off the check engine light, and I was like, okay, we had it was me and my girlfriend, and we had another friend over, and I told her, you want to ride on the back while we go back to the campsite. So we took a long way around, and then I actually, with her on the back, drove pretty heavy on it. I have a quick shift, which means that I don't have to pull the clutch, you know, to actually shift. That's done mechanically or electronically. So I didn't do that. So I use that a lot, which I usually don't. I usually just normally clutch. But I use that a lot. I really try to make that bike work for it. That half an hour, 45 minutes that we needed to drive. And the check engine light didn't come on again. So no, I didn't drive unsafely. I just made it rev more. Used the quick shift a lot. Downshifting and upshifting. I didn't drive unsafely because I had a person on the back, and I'm also responsible for her life, you know. So it's not only my life, it's also hers. But she was on the back, and she was never uncomfortable that it was unsafe. But I did actually try to heat it up, you know, because it was 30 degrees Celsius out there. So I was like, let's make the bike work for it, you know, and see if the check engine light comes back on. And it didn't. So I was like, okay, that's good news. And then a couple of days later, on Friday, I think it was, we went for a longer drive again. And guess what happened? It came on again. So they said, yeah, we'll try to make it to the border as close as possible. I didn't want to drive on the highway back because, you know, the highways in Germany are unlimited with no speed limit, you know. So you can have a person come up behind you at 200 kilometers an hour or 300. So yeah, I didn't want to be driving in between those things. And then, yeah, if there was a chance that the bike would actually go into safe mode again. So I just didn't want to do that. Looking like bedtime story, Bob. Am I? Okay, I'll end it. I'll end it quickly. I'll end it. In the end, I got back home. It took way more hours than it did, and my bike is now back at the dealership, and I don't have my bike anymore because it's not in front of my house. That is very sad, and I am relatively pissed that this is the 4th time that the check engine light has come on in like a year for a year-old bike. It's the new model. It's last year's model. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed about that. But at least they're still trying to help, you know. Let's not make it too bad. But yeah, that's sort of the adventure of Bob's bike that doesn't want to drive like I wanted to do. Why are we? That was weird. So yeah, that's a little weird. How many kilometers when you're back home? How many did I have to drive to get back home? 400. So I had to drive like 400 kilometers to get back home while the check engine light was on. Which it's you know, that engine light is like a confidence thing. You need to know that if you're starting a corner on a motorbike, that the motorbike is not gonna fail you. Or at least you need to keep gas. You need to keep holding the gas, because if you don't, you won't make your corner. And it's a confidence thing. If you go into a hairpin, for example, and you give a little throttle to actually get through the corner. And then if that exact moment it goes into safe mode and it just doesn't, you're gonna fall. And if you're in mountains, you're gonna fall heavy. If you don't make the corner, it's gonna be a difficult one. Would you say that the Japanese brand lost its touch it once used with reliability? Used to have reliability and pushing it. My previous bike, I could do anything with. I wasn't very good in maintaining it, and it just kept going. It just kept going. And the only reason that it didn't keep going right now is because of the engine, because of the fuel things and the rubbers, and it's gonna cost me more to repair. But the engine itself didn't. It could have run for another 20 years, I think. At least as far as my expertise goes. So yeah, they were very reliable. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to say. It's my one bike. My girlfriend has a Kawasaki. She has no problems. That's also Japanese. So, and everyone that I speak still says good things about Honda, but that's also because Honda doesn't admit that there's something wrong. As a Japanese brand, they usually don't want to admit there's something wrong. You know? So, and if there is something wrong, they'll fix it and then keep it as quiet as possible, you know? You need to check limit and endurance your new motorcycle, especially when you bought a new one. Yeah. H2R? I don't know. What hero is in the S5 saga? Yeah, let's get back to the game, you know? Let's actually get back to the game. The the Season 5 saga is Sarah, which is a pretty significantly good hero, and she is also in the season sign-in. So, with this entire season and the saga, you're getting 4 ranks for free in Season 5 of specifically Sarah, which is a significant reward, right? How does your power compare to the other level 40 fleets on your server? Well, I've always been strong with 38, 39s. I've been able to beat some level 40, so I'm still good on actual battle power, you know, like I'm actually able to beat them in straight clashes, for example. But yeah, the number doesn't compare to the Bob runs from the topic. No. I'm getting back on the topic, you know. If you guys want to talk about motorcycles, I'm okay with talking about motorcycles. I think I might even have some clips of the point of view while I was riding on PC. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything on there that would dox me, but yeah. How are you level 40? Because of the amazing rewards that I've gotten from Fun Plus, just from the events. And I'll show you what I mean with that. Let's get some of these incidents, and we'll get the next one, and I'll show you. Let's get that one, and then it's up to the next. No, I don't want to share the location. Just go to it. So yeah, we have the Season 5, and look at these. There's multiple 24 hours in there. Also this. Why am I getting extra compasses? Why is there extra compasses in here? Are there more ports in this season than ever before? I don't think so. I think season 4 was like the most ports so far. So why am I getting compasses right now instead of actual rewards? But okay. So I then have extra 24 hours, extra 24 hours, extra 24 hours, extra 24 hours. That accumulates amazing amount. Then I also have Hourglass of Time, which is an extra 12 hours of speed ups every 11 hours. So that's 14 hours each time I use it. And if I use it twice a day, that's 28 hours of speed ups on the Hourglass of Time every day. Then they, of course, changed all of the ship part requirements. So now you only need Astrologer's Chamber and Captain's Quarter, which in themselves need Drill Hall and Enlistment Quarters. And then this one needs Sick Bay and Liaison's Office. So that's the only thing you need to upgrade to get to the next one. Ryozaki Gaming, thanks for the sub, mate. So yeah, that's the only thing you need to upgrade. So I skipped a lot. Look, at 38, 38. All of these, no longer needed. All of this, no longer needed. It's just the Drill Hall. It's just the Liaison's Office. These I still need to get up because crew quarters, those are pretty important as well. Sick Bay, Enlistment Quarters, I still need to get all of those up. Did you buy the halving time for construction, the event? No, I didn't get that. I heard about it, I saw screenshots about it, and I don't have it anymore. Yeah, the distillery and the galley are no longer needed. At level 38, 39, it was only one. Hey, do you remember me? Not specifically Arjov, but if you say where you're from or why I would remember you, maybe I do. But not only the name. I'm seeing a little bit too much names, and I'm not very good on names, so I'm sorry, but I'm glad to see you here. You need it for level 38. Oh, then, okay, yeah, then it is on 38, and that's probably why I had it on, I think, 36 or something. Yeah, but for 39 and 40, it's Captain's Quarter and Astrology, and not the other one anymore. From India, and it came to your stream you did before going on holiday. Oh yeah, I remember someone from India. As I said, I'm very bad with names. So, nah, good to see you back. Good to see you back. Didn't you send me your fleet in the on the Discord as well for me to look at? Was that you? I don't know for sure. When drill hole level 39, you will need Galleon Distillery 38. Just a little information. Oh, yes. Okay, I know a little bit. I have a little bit of a memory, right? Okay, so yeah, next level on the drill hall, I do need. No, I didn't. I just. Yeah. Oh yeah, the throwing knife hero. We talked about that. Last thing I want to say, this version, this event, the last time it came around, and not this time, but the last time it came around. Every time it's giving me 70 points. And I think I remember last time this event came around, every key you used was 700 points. And I think they messed up a little bit on that. Because I think I got like 20 to 30 hours of speed ups, both in construction and in stargazing on this. So yeah. When you want to up it to level 40. Okay, then I'll need it. No problem, no problem. Have you pulled the new Drowning Heroes net? No, I haven't. But I had to leave that server. My R5 left the game and merged us with a gang before going. So our gang only had a weak, had the weak members, and all the other gangs were our enemies. So we had nowhere to go. Ooh, that is unfortunate. Good thing is that the server transfers have gotten cheaper. because they weren't as cheap as they are right now. Because the amount of tokens needed is 70 for me, which is pretty obtainable with everything that you're getting them from. You might have to give up some other rewards, but it's pretty obtainable. 70. Previously, I had to do like 200. So yeah, and I just skipped over to the probably because of I got level 40. What do you think of the new heroes? Yeah, let's actually go look at them, talk about them. New heroes. Which one of the two do I currently have in the knife bounty? I have Titus Slade, which is the Lion Ripper. That is the one I have currently in there. Let's go look at him. You can get 15 tickets from the LOC event. Yeah. So this one, it's a first mate, a drowning hero, which is good. Which first mate slot? Yeah, the first mate slot was missing, right? So with him, you now can have a full legendary drowning set. So yeah, that's good. That's very good. Deals drowning damage equal to 420 of his attack to the enemy ship with the highest attack in the target fleet. Wow. Usually drowning was highest HP, right? To the enemy with the highest attack in the target fleet. That is some... I just read it as HP, but now I'm actually reading it on stream. This is... I just misread it previously. So yeah, that can go up to 600%. So yeah, specifically the highest damage ship. So that's usually the highest attack ship. Usually is the Cutthroat or the strategic ships, right? Yeah, that is good. That is good. Then after using a skill, deals drowning damage equal to 60% of the ships and applies a stack of taking on water on the target ship. So I don't think this... I don't know if this ship is actually the same ship you're doing it to as the other one. You're saying the second skill is a significant skill. Why is this one the extra significant one? You're saying the second one? I'm not seeing a specific significance in this. It's just as any other second skill. But when it performs a basic attack, there's a 60% chance to apply another stack of taking on water. If you're a low spender, it's better to focus one hero rather than trying to get them all in throwing knives. I 100% agree, Con. You should get only one of them and not all of them. But I don't really have a good drowning setup, so I was hoping to get that strategic hero that is in there. But 100%. No, it's... No. As I read it, Steve, every hero has skills like this. And that's just the 600%. And then it can give another 100%. So that makes it 700% damage. Not 1200% damage. It does a 600% damage. And then it does another 100% damage. So that's 1/6 as strong as this one. I don't think this adds on to this. Because the drowning damage factor. So it's not... It doesn't actual... another damage. Which is 1/6 of what this one was. So I don't think or I'm using it or I'm thinking wrong, but I don't think that is what you're thinking of. This is a very good thing, because when the ship performs a basic attack, there's a 60% chance of applying an extra stack of taking on water to the target ship, which can go up to 100%. But the taking on water is takes 5 seconds. What happened? Someone called me. It's another 5 seconds and can stack up to 10 times. So yeah, you can really stack up this. Viras, hi Bob, congratulations on the 40. Thank you, Viras. How are you doing? Good to see you here, mate. But yeah, it can stack up to 10 times. So this is really good if you want to stack up, to actually stack up drowning damage. Which every second does, if you get to the 10 times, 200% damage. So if that happens for 10 seconds, that's 2000% damage, not 600. So I'd say this is more significant. Not good. Okay, well, I just pulled 3, so I need to test them. Yeah, please do, but because I really want to know if I'm wrong or right. And after using the skill, gains Raging Waves effect, increasing the drowning damage by 3%, stacking up to 5 times, so you can get 15 to 25% more drowning damage. Which is not bad, it's not specifically good. But as all ones, let's see the last one, the rank 6 one. After using a skill, applies a weakness effect to the target ship, reducing its attack by 12%. Each taking on water stack on the target further reduces its attack by 1%. So you can... And a stack can go up to 10 times, so that's an extra 10%. So that can go up from 22 to 30% decreasing of the opponent's attack, which is the highest attack ship. But this takes a while after using a skill. So this would be sinking one, attacking a ship, going to the next one, going to the next one, going to the next one, because using a skill applies a... And if you have the stacks, no, because the stacks don't transfer over to the new ship. So that doesn't help. So it's not like a rage hero that needs continuous attacking to actually be effective. Yeah, this can be pretty significant, but it takes a while to get there because you need to ramp up all of those taking on water stacks. Which, if you have a full taking on water ship, would be easier to do. Drowning stacks have been hard to get, so having another hero applying stacks helps. Yeah, definitely. Most setups I see is 2 blazing heroes and then Adeline. You know, the Joker, then Tanaka, and then Adeline. As you can see, my Adeline is first rank 2, second level 10. So, yeah, not really. So that's the one I currently have. Then we have the other one, which is both like sort of a Viking style, right? Good art. This is sort of a Viking version of the Hulk, right? Hammer Thornquist. Well, even the name suggests Viking. Then it's a captain. It's also drowning. Let's see. Drowning damage equal to 110 to 200%. Up to 5 targets. Applies 2 stacks of taking on water. When Hammer performs his skill, 12% more drowning damage, which is helpful if you get a full setup of drowning damage, which is now, of course, possible with the other one. Then when the ship under Hammer's command receives damage, there's a 30% chance to apply another stack to the attacker. Oh, so you're now getting attacked, and you're putting a stack of taking on water damage on the ship that is attacking you. Would this, on high aggro, high armor, this would be a very, very, very good hero with the new, with the S5 ship. the Scepter. If, for example, you have Ironclad Defense or Taunting Mockery, rather have Ironclad Defense. No, Taunting Mockery would also help, but yeah, more with Ironclad Defense. So you get a lot of aggro, like 200 aggro on there. And then every time it gets attacked, you put on a drowning, a stack of drowning on your opponent. Hammer Thornquist. And that's the 3rd skill. That's not even a 6. So that's rank 3. On rank 3 you'll be able to get that. You do that. When the ship under Hammer's command applies taking on water, it also applies a weakness to the target. The affected target deals 3% less damage for 2 seconds. So this is an additive on this, you know. Of course, you're putting a stacks on your opponent with his normal attack, but as I said, there's a 30% chance for every time it gets attacked. So yeah, this would work with this one. You know, you're getting attacked, and then it would apply a weakness for doing next time it attacks, doing less damage. And then we have additional drowning damage equal to 30% of the attack. Each stack will increase this damage by 30%. So that can go with 10 stacks applied on the target. It could go up to 50 with another 50, right? So that's 100%. Which is not as significant as most R6 heroes. It's like, if you can get him to R4 and then put him on the Scepter, yeah, that could be a good thing. Jesus here, hi, it says, hi Bob, can I see some Scepter unique skills? Thank you, of course you can, let's go to the Scepter, let's go to the unique skills. First one, repair damage, which I have on mine, which I'm not really happy about, but every 12 times, every 12 hits taken triggers a healing effect, restoring 2, 3 or 4% of its lost HP. So it's not maximum HP, it's lost HP. So in the beginning of the battle it does nearly nothing, and at the end of the battle, well, it's almost dead. It does 4% of like 10 million HP that you have, which is only 400,000. And at the point that it's almost dead, it's not that significant enough. So yeah, to have these equal to the other two, I think this one needs a buff, but yeah. So Hammer better than Barnacle. If you're using him on for specifically debuffing, yes. I think yes. Then we have the Taunting and Mockery. Increase the ship's armor by 16, 24 or 32%. And increase the aggro by 80, 120 or 160 when the ship has a shield. And I think when the ship has a shield only applies to the aggro. It's doesn't apply to the armor, but it is sort of not really clear to me, but that is what I think. So yeah, increases aggro by 80, 120 or 160, which is a pretty significant amount, but only when it has a shield. So you would have to pull off Ahab from there, or have to put something with the OB trinket on there. And that doesn't even have to be OB specifically. It could just be the OB trinket. And that trinket could mean that you have a shield up all of the time, if you can actually make that happen. So yeah. And then we have the Ironclad Defense, which increases the ship's aggro by 20, 30 or 40, which is a base. And then for every 8 seconds of battle, increases the armor by 8% and aggro by 8, 12 or 16%, and it can stack up to 12 times. So we did this earlier in stream, but I'm gonna do it again just for show and tell. That's 192 aggro and 96% armor, which this, out of all of the three, I'd say this one's the best. But of course you want to have another You want to have another. You want to keep attacking. You know, you attack one target, and before it's dead, go to the next one, because that keeps this timer up, right? Keeps this stack up. And then you said you only wanted to do the unique skills, which is a lot of ones, and even the general skills are unique to this ship. So all of them are unique, but there's specific ones for. This is the opposite of glass cannon: increased armor, decreased impact, critical resistance, but reduces critical rate. Armor and crit resistance, armor and aggro. Then we have endurance, which 1, 2, or 3% less damage, but also deals less damage. Armor adaptation, which is specifically for strategic cutthroat and artillery damage. There's a 30% probability, which is not all of the time, which I dislike a little bit, but of course it's not a unique skill. It's a unique skill, not an ultimate, so yeah, could be good. The resistance effect can be triggered at most once every 5 seconds. And then we have the ship's armor increased and increases aggro. And then we have way more: increases armor and healing, increases, receives less damage, ship HP, more aggro, receives less blazing damage, less drowning damage, less artillery damage, less cutthroat damage, and less strategic damage. So yeah, those are all unique to the Scepter. No one else, none other ship has that. So yeah, Hamar. So let's strategize right here. You know, Hamar on a Scepter in the captain's seat. Then have, if you have the shield ultimate, Sharky in the middle because of his extra basic attacks. And then put the Obi Trinket on him, because the Obi Trinket needs to be on the first mate. And the Obi Trinket triggers after a basic attack. So yeah, that's why I'm saying Sharky. So that means more shield. And then, does anyone have a good idea for the gunner seat? Could of course be Wanda. Or who else can we put there? At most 3 ships, so not specifically the ship he's on. Anyone have a good idea for a gunner? Queen Landing could be on there because launches basic attacks, launches another basic attack, but that's only 4% chance. Goes up to 8, but yeah. Let's see, she's, oh, I never upgraded those. I didn't even know that. So when, yeah, she could be the gunner. Oh no, she isn't the first. She's the first mate, but I'm already using that as a gunner. That can only be once every 20 seconds, so. Completely off topic. Do you watch any anime? No, Arjov, not really. I don't think I ever watched any anime after Dragon Ball Z. If you can actually count that as anime. Why not fully upgrade skills? Because I didn't even notice that I forgot to do that. So yeah, I'm low on master pipes, so I have to choose. You know, am I upgrading Sarah, or am I going to upgrade this one? Which I am intending, maybe if I can't actually find a good way to use her, I'm intending to take off of my ships, so then the master pipes would be wasted. I've been sinking a lot of players since I saw your build on flagship. The Lilo with Magnus is such a Thank you. Spread the word of the YouTube channel. Tell everyone to subscribe to me if they want to have good tips like that. And if you haven't done so already, you can also leave a sub, because I stream every Friday on 1 PM UTC, which is 2 hours prior to right now. We've been live for 2 hours. So whatever that is for your time zone, do your own calculations. But yeah. And has the bad trinket as well. And then complains why artillery doesn't do bad damage. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's weird that I complain that the artillery doesn't do a lot of damage, and then don't have all of the things upgraded, and then have a bad trinket? Why a bad trinket? Why would you say a bad trinket? Why is the healing elixir bad in your case? I'll explain my thought process later. Let me get these incidents first, and then I'll explain my thought process on them. It's confusing. Okay, yeah, well, I'll explain what I'm doing. So basically what I'm trying to do there is I'm trying to create a ship that does as many basic attacks as possible, right? Because the ultimate does another basic attack every 8 times that there is artillery damage. And then my basic attack damage is increased by 70%, specifically basic attack damage, but the interval is lengthened. So I want to get more basic attacks on another way. So that's why I'm using that. And this one doesn't do specifically that. Then we have Sharky, which does 5 random attacks. And every random attack, there's a 12% chance to be accompanied by a basic attack. And then when he launches a basic attack, there's a 30% probability that it will launch another basic attack. And then when he launches a basic attack, there's another artillery damage, which increases this chance for a basic attack, right? Then we have Ophelia, which when Ophelia performs a skill, it launches a basic attack. And then increases basic attack damage. Yes. I don't have her fully upgraded yet, but there's not really something in there. But then we have also artillery damage increased on the Withered Heart, which there's a 50% probability that the ship will deal 1 additional basic attack when it does a basic attack and to a vulnerable artillery ship. Ophelia reads ranking up. Yeah, that's probably why it's not my main damage dealer. But you know, if I'm in season 4 and I go to the calendar, I can now do season 2 heroes and season 2 trinkets and season 3 heroes and season 3 trinkets. But I'm not able to get any more season 1 heroes. So yeah, I need to get that in another way. For example, probably go doing things like this, right? I'd have to accumulate these badges, which I only get from Lord of the Sea Monday, because that's the only day that I'm actually thanks, Jeez. Please subscribe to his channel. He's not just playing, he's definitely knows about combos and numbers. Yeah, but that's not just me. You know, I don't think I actually... someone else told me about Delilah on the flagship. That's not something I thought of myself, but it helps. So, yeah. I'm not taking credit for it. Aniket says, hello Aniket, how are you doing? Good to see you here as well. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Who would have guessed? Numbers, Bob. Yeah, have you also noticed that on Discord, the last 2 weeks I've been called Vacation Bob, and on my on the nil one, I was a day at the Nürburgring. I don't know if you know that. That's a previously old circuit, which is now where you're now allowed to drive on like a toll road. You know, you need to pay to get on there, but then everyone that has a normal working car and has a license plate and has normal insurance can drive on there, which is pretty insane. You have It's like a car mecha, you know. And on that day, I even changed my name to Racing Bob. So yeah, I'll have to change my name back on the general Discord because I think I'm still Vacation Bob there. But as I said, everything in there is focused on doing more basic attacks. Then this one is when it launches a basic attack, it will inflict vulnerability, which helps this one vulnerable to artillery damage. So this helps each other. And then I have this trinket. When the ship under the wielder's command launches a basic attack, there's a 30% probability that the wielder will restore 60 rage to one allied ship with high attack. An effect can be triggered at most once every 3 seconds. So all of that is trying to help each other out, but also help this trinket out. But I need to get this one up because it can go up to 120 rage. So this combo could very well help my cutthroat ship. Or is it? No, it's my Orochi right now that has the most attack. So this trinket will help this trinket rage, this ship rage faster, and then do more damage. So it could be that my artillery ship is not actually the things that I'm getting from it. It's not readable on this one, but it's also right in this number, right? So that's the one what I need. Can also see who are available heroes on daily sales in S5. What do you mean? The available heroes on daily sales? You mean this one? Molly, Bones, Tanaka, Onimusha, Obi. Oh, and this one is added. Cartel. Cartel. This wasn't here last week, I think. So this is a today or last update or add to it. And I think I'm well on my way. I'm already at rank 5 for him. So yeah, I'm well on my way to getting him to a high rank. Because I looked on that same specific menu, and it wasn't there before. So yeah, what I want to say, oh yeah, have you guys noticed this Legend of Conquest event? The amount of astral essence that you're getting. You know, if you're ranking like top 10 or maybe even top 50, it's like 90. And even if you're just scoring, they're getting 80 each day, which previously was only 100 in Pirates Legends, right? 40, 30, 30 equals 100, right? So that's 80 a day extra that you're getting for just scoring in a 4-week long event. That's most of the days get. And then there's actually points for winning, you know, if you win that week. Let's where's that, you know, another 360, which is like another 50 each day if you win, or like another 25 each day if you lose. So that's double already. And then there's a lot of other events where it's also in there. So yeah, they really upgraded the amount of astral essence that we're getting now. It's just no longer just doing the Pirate Legends good, because that was giving us that. You're getting Max, the new Starlight thingy. I am not maxed out on anything yet. Certainly not. I wouldn't even have enough heroes to put on a second navigator slot on all my ships. You know, I'm already struggling with filling out the navigator slots right now. That's why it's good that we're getting another extra couple of heroes. You know, if you can actually get those heroes, that would be a very good one. I misclicked there, but I don't know. usually always use the middle one because that doesn't require any materials, wood, gold, anything. The middle one is just usually if your thing is good enough, your whatever the main character hero is. I keep forgetting his name. Henry Hell, of course, Henry Hell. If your Henry Hell is good enough, which usually is good enough after level 50, right? So yeah, that's a little bit of the season so far. Anyone have any questions? Game related, season 5 related? I don't know. Holiday related? I don't mind. Come on. That doesn't work anymore. Have you maxed the hourglass? Yes, I have maxed the hourglass of time. That's the reason why I'm level 40 right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be. Where were you on holiday? I was in Germany, Cochem, which is pretty funny because, you know, I don't know if that's the case in all countries, but in Germany, the license plates for cars are not on the car, but they're personal. So if you sell your car, you take off your license plate and put it on a new car that you bought. And then you have to register that, of course, but if you sell a car, you take with you your license plate. Then I don't know if that's a thing on the entire everywhere, but it's not a thing in the Netherlands because the car is registered, and then when you sell the car, the license plate stays on there. But in Germany you don't. So and then they also have the system where the first couple of letters, 1 letter, 2 letter, can be up to 3 letters, are actually the region or the where you're registered, right? So I think Berlin is a B, and those sort of things. So, but for Cochem, those first 3 letters are COC. So, and then we've been looking all of the day. We've been looking at all of the car things, all of the license plates, and you then look for an extra K, you know. you just do. You just do. In Belgium, it only works like that when you have a personalized plate. Oh yeah, in Netherlands, a personalized plate doesn't exist. Everyone just has a plate, and the car gets it when it gets registered at the dealership, and then you buy it with a certain plate number, and it just has that plate number. And when you sell it again, the plate goes with it. And then you buy another car with another plate. So yeah, that was pretty fun to be looking at that. We also had COCI IN or something, you know. That's almost spelling drug names. It was the license plate was very funny. I'm struggling with Ricky's Sharky issue. Don't want to drop Sharky totally, but Ricky looks much stronger. What are your thoughts on that duo? I don't have Ricky at the moment, so I can't tell you. Personally, I would love to know if people who have Ricky have experienced him in close combat to be pretty good. Because yeah, that was what I did. If you don't know the automatic angling system, let's just go do that. And we'll be back when those 5 are done. That's how easy fishing has gotten now. So are there still people? Can we find some people? Or are we going to get stream sniped as soon as I do that? That's taking over, so that's our server, so I'm not attacking our server. guys had blue, but then if I see all of these, they're white. How's that? I wanted Ricky to be a playable character since the beginning. Yes, but this is not Ricky, this is Rocky, this is his brother. Oh, now they're blue, but when I zoom out, they're still white. Weird. Anything we can do. Who's here? We can teleport right there, right? Choose the right sea for fishing. Didn't I? I think I was in 5, 3. That's the highest I can go right now. I don't know. I think that is the max that you can actually go. You guys saw that I used the teleport, right? Oh, now I'm actually there. Let's go get some trophies. It's Friday, right? We need trophies. Do I save I'm Conscious for Season 2 or Season 1? If you're happy enough with the heroes that you have right now, I would say save them up for Season 2. Because the Trinkets are giving a massive amount of power. And you need as much of those as you can get. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I should say go for those, because that is a significant amount of powers. To save them, if you're happy enough with your Season 1 progress, I would say save them up. I just messed that up. I wanted to do all of those, and then with all of the stacks accumulated, go attack that level 40. But we're still winning, we're still winning. Right? We're still winning. Right? Right? Not really. Okay, as I said, I am unprepared. I am not prepared as a level 40 player. I was not prepared to go to level 40, apparently. Nah, that wasn't that good. What trinkets do I need to look out for? I even give you luck, yeah. That didn't go as well. So that was a strong level 40 player. Let's see if we can, how we compare to a 39, right? That should be doable. Easily doable. If I'm losing this, I'm really underprepared. This is good. This is good. Can we skip to that one? Sorry guys, I have to mute for a second. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry. That was a call that I really needed to take really quickly. Let's get back to the stream where you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's a call that someone that was trying to call me like 3 times yesterday. And I now finally had that. So yeah, but that had to be done really quick. Sorry. Let's see if we can get a little bit of trophies. I need to get rid of all of these. You don't have a special ship skin? No, because most of those ship skins have actually been pay only, so I don't have any of these unlocked. I just have the default one and none of these, because these were pay only. These have never been unlockable. Then we have the epic one, which does look epic. And then we have all of the night curse. Is that a new one? Is this new? How much expensive? I would have no idea. I have to look into that, but I don't know. Sorry. And I'm really not comfortable telling too much. All of these have been paid to win, so I've been paid to acquire most of them. So I didn't actually do those. Yes, it's new. Yeah. Oh, thanks. I hadn't noticed it because it's not in the patch notes. If only the patch notes would actually tell you what is going to be in the update, right? I would spend 1,000 getting personalized Scepter, but not for a ship skin. You need one. Well, just a millisecond away from that. Yeah, I think, Arjov, that is my trinket that saved me. My artifact that saved me. Here, look, it triggered. This artifact bullying level 30 plus players. Yeah, well, I'm being bullied by a 47 earlier on stream, so I can bully back. What's the one? This one, the Veil of the Goddess, which is a season 3 or season 2. Is it the season 2 artifact? Yeah, it's a season 2 artifact. The artifact can only passively trigger, and when faced with a fatal blow, it can momentarily freeze the owner's life, which however the shattered gem takes a considerable amount of time to regain its glow. So yeah, I had that trigger. Let's see. Look, 10. That the Veil of Goddess is it saves you at 10 HP for a couple seconds. So that artifact actually saved me in this case. Otherwise I'd be dead. Which is a bad thing because my flagship dies before the 3 other ships, which that's a bad thing. I've been telling other people, if your flagship dies before the rest, you need to fix something. And that is exactly what I need to do now. Veil of Goddess is so bad. If you're on the offensive side of the battle, yeah, it's a downside. But I don't dislike the fact that if I do a Veil of the if the opponent gets away with 10 HP, I still get all of the trophies that I wanted. So I don't actually care that they get away. The only thing that it prevents me from getting is infamy, which I like. That I'm not instantly on the infamy list, Let's go bully another person, right? Let's see if we can actually use the Obi trinket instead of 1 eagle shield. Hey, you think that is gonna help? I can try. Normal setup, normal setup. Justice is needed. Yeah, for me getting stream sniped, I need to get some trophies back, right? It gets worse. Too much aggro on the flagship. So you're saying swap with this one. Oh, I get more. Stack of shield. Shield will absorb all damage received for 3 seconds, equal to 400% of the ship's armor, which is 40,000, 50,000. Which is not much, but it's better than what it had before. I'm losing 40 aggro. 20 armor, that gets 30 armor, so yeah, that's an upgrade. Of course, 224 and 640. No, wrong click. Yeah, also an upgrade in those. Yeah, well, let's see. Can I find that same guy again? At level 40 that that almost killed me. They're all back again. I don't know if he is healed. Let's get there a little quicker. And again, it runs out because of the UI. Ah, he's full health. Now we have a little aggro, also a little damage, but ooh, he hooked me. But this time, he needs to run. Is that all the that specific trinket? I'm not safe. I'm not safe. I'm not. Okay, my amount of damage is gone right now. Ah, nice. GG. Yeah, fix nearby. I still have a couple of those left. Now we're just gonna be bullying other people, right? Now we can get him back. Now we got stacks. Now we're in battle for longer already. Come on. We can get him back. There we are. Can we go on to the next one while he dies? You got it back. That's revenge. That's revenge, right? We're still killing the 36. That's outside of port. Can we do that again to that 37? Nope. Battle dropped. Battle dropped. Battle dropped. Lag. As soon as that report generates, I have so much lag. I only lose 5.6k, which is amazing, of course. And then I gained revenge for 37. So that's good. That's good. That's a gained in. That's a gained. What does he actually have? Of course, R6, R4, which is pretty good. I think this one's also doing a lot of damage. Let's see. Cutthroat doing 64 million. Strategy doing 54. Then 41 on the fleet. And this is 17 million heal. But that's probably because in the entire battle, right? It's not just this battle. Yeah, that's pretty significant. Did all of the ships survive? Yeah, all of the ships survived. So yeah, that's good. And then let's see what he does. These almost do equal damage. These two or these two. And he would do, I think, even more. Look at that. That's a lot. From just 2 attacking heroes, almost the same as 2 ships that have 3 attacking heroes. And then also beating this one. This has 3 attacking heroes, but it never triggered. Probably triggered a time earlier when he kicked my ass. What did he do there? 15, 15, 10 and 12. Whoa, that's a good distribution, mate. That is a very good distribution. I think he's very heavy on cutthroat defense because of critical hit defense, because this is just not doing much. That's why I'm having such problems with him, I think. Let's see what he has. Critical resistance 81%. That's what I mean, you know. That resistance 23, not that much. 23 again. No. Just a lot of aggro on his flagship then? Purple trinkets, so not even gold ones. Okay. But we got revenge. I can... Molly and Sarah is a good combo. Yeah, Sarah in general is very good. Not specifically comboed with Molly, but Sarah in general is pretty good. Let's be nice about it. So yeah. So like we're 2.5 hours in. I will be saying that I'm gonna be ending off shortly. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop them right now, and I can maybe get to them before we end. But yeah, we're gonna be ending off really soon. It's pretty hot in here. It's hot in the Netherlands, and my brain doesn't function when it's this hot inside of a room. My fan's already on. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pointing at me already, and I'm getting overheated, which means I can't use my brain anymore. Which means I'm just gonna end stream. So if you guys have any more questions, drop them in, and otherwise I will see you all next time. Did you say chat? I don't even know what I said. I probably said chat, but I don't know. Map check. What do you want to see? Have a nice weekend, Bobby. You as well. The Joker says map check. What do you want? What do you want to meet? What do you want to see on the map? this is the S5 map. And the only zones that we're not in is this one. It's not open yet. And this one. It's not open yet. And then the middle. Which is very weird to me, but we already talked about that earlier. What else do you want to see about the map? Hi Lorenzo. You're just joining while I'm ending. Which is a common occurrence, right? Any new vids coming? I am planning on them. I even filmed some before I went on holiday, so yeah, I'm planning on dropping a couple of more videos before the end. And of course no, you were still lurking. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably dropping a couple of videos before the end of August. So yeah, the next 2 weeks, I have a couple of things planned. I don't know if I actually get the time to do them, but I have them planned. That's at least step one, right? So yeah, and of course I will be streaming here every Friday again. So next week I'll be back on 1 PM UTC, which is 2.5 hours prior to whatever time it is right now. So yeah, if you haven't been here before, please leave a sub so you can get notified the next time that I do go live next Friday, or when that video drops, what Cat with a Hat just asked about. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. And I wish you all a very good weekend. Have fun. Get some trophies today. But don't sink me. But let's see you next week, Lorenzo. Yes, see you next week as well, Lorenzo. And well, I'll talk to you guys later. If you haven't done so already, you can join the Discord, the Knowledge Hub Discord, which I will also put in the video description. But if you haven't done so already, you can join there. I certainly, unfortunately, Emrys, and my brain's actually starting to get overheated, but Emrys is quitting, so he is giving the ownership over to me. If there is anyone that wants to help modding, because I have no idea what I'm doing in Discord, so if there's anyone, I know Cat with girl with a hat, or also messaged me earlier and messaged Emrys. So yeah, if there's anyone else, please leave a DM or join the Discord, and let me know that you want to help out with gathering information or setting up the channels, and we'll see what we can do to make that a better knowledge hub for everyone, right? But also sad that Emrys has left us, or left the game, not specifically us, but the game. Yeah, so if there's anyone that wants to help out, you can do that as well. So I'll see you all next week or on the next video, and I wish you all a happy weekend and good sailing. Sorry for the instant loud noise.